Hi friends and welcome back to Irrational Gamer YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, I will teach you how to enable the FreeCam for Hitman Contracts. And for the PC version, it is still a work in progress. So if you can find something to enable the FreeCam in the PC version via the cheat engine or some other trick, please let me know in the comment section below. I will try to share my findings so far which I have with the PC version of Hitman Contracts. So talk about the PS2 version. Here's the Hitman Contracts ISO. So if you have the original DVD for the Hitman Contracts for the PS2, then you can dump the game using any ISO program, and there are so many on the internet. After you have done that, you need to edit the ISO using any program for Windows or whatever operating system you are using. I have installed the Ultra ISO program, and if I right click the Hitman Contracts.iso and choose open with, and you can see Ultra ISO Premium is also in the list. So after opening the Hitman Contracts ISO file, you need to extract hmgpad.cfg file somewhere on your computer, and if you want you can also extract this file too, which is named main.ini. So just right click that and choose extract to and choose any location like your desktop, etc. After you have done that, go to the location where you have just extracted the main.ini and open it with the notepad, and you can see these things in that file. So here it should say logos.gms, and if you replace it with the level menu.gms instead and save the file, then when your Hitman Contracts loads, you can see all the levels to choose from, and you can play any level directly instead of finishing each one, and you can choose any level directly. Furthermore, you can also enable cheats by removing this double slash, and maybe you need to add space 1 here after removing these files, these slashes, sorry, and after that go to file menu and choose save. If enable cheats space 1 doesn't work, then you may need to remove the space 1 and then save the file. So this is how you activate cheats for Hitman Contracts. And now let's try to edit this Hitman gamepad.cfg file. Also open it with the notepad, go to edit menu and choose find, type here FreeCam, press enter to search for this line, and obviously you cannot see this line in your CFG file. You need to add this like mapping action free camera activation hold key s code equal to gc underscore left 2 device game control, and then close the mapping tab. Then we have mapping action toggle FreeCam activation fast tap key s code equal to gc underscore left 1 device game control, and then close the mapping. After you have added these lines into the hmgpad.cfg file, you will need to save this file as well by clicking save. Furthermore, you can add the toggle FreeCam action to any command, like for the map button or for the sneak button, etc., whatever fits your needs, and then just save the file and close it. We are done here. Now we only need to drag these files which we just changed in the main ISO of Hitman Contracts, which is opened here. So just drag these both files, and when the Ultra ISO asks to replace, just click yes to all, and you are good to go. I have already replaced those files, so I'm not doing it again. And after that, just click this save button if you are using Ultra ISO, and Ultra ISO will take a few moments and rebuild that ISO. Not only it will rebuild that ISO, but it will also create a backup for the original ISO just in case you need something. And as you can see, here is the original backup of the Hitman Contracts ISO with the extension UI back. So in case of anything bad happens, you can always switch back to your original Hitman Contracts. And now let's try and see if we can activate the FreeCam. I'm using the PCSX2 emulator for the PlayStation 2, and I have already loaded the Hitman Contracts ISO file. So just go to System and click Boot ISO. Make sure your controller is attached to your PC, or if you want to play with the keyboard, that's your choice. Just make sure you adjust the buttons by going to the PCSX2 configuration. And as you can see, we have the levels menu instead of the introduction, intros, IO interactive intro, and IDOS interactive intro, logos, and cutscenes. So now you can directly play any mission you want. I will choose Lee Hong Assassination, which is the second last mission of this game. And press the circle button to start the mission. After the loading screen, I will skip the cutscene by pressing the X. By the way, I'm using the wireless DualShock 3 controller for PlayStation 3 on my PC using the SCP toolkit drivers. The game has loaded fine, but as you can see, it is so much slow, and that's because you need a very good PC to play this game on high settings on PC using this emulator. So make sure your native resolution in the configuration is native, or you have a very powerful PC, you can increase it to 1080p or even 4K, but I'm keeping it at native PS2. And if the hardware mode is too slow for you, then you can switch to Direct 3D11 software mode instead and hit OK. Now the game will work OK for you depending on the level. As you can see, this is still in slow motion for me. So let's press the L1 key twice to activate the free camera, and I had to do it few times to enable the free camera. Now I can control the free cam with the left and right thumbstick and fly the camera wherever I want. See, so this game is still a work in progress for the PCSX2 emulator, and it is still not playable as per the wiki page says of the PCSX2 emulator. So I hope this will be fixed very soon, as I want to play this game in the free camera mode and with a higher resolution, even though my graphic card is not a very good one, but it still runs all other PS2 and PS3 games at a very decent frame rate, with the exception of Uncharted 1, of course. And as you can see here, we have a lot of PS2 games like God of War 1-2, Devil May Cry, Fatal Frame 1-2, Forbidden Siren, and King of Fighters 11, Kwon, Silent Hill Origins, Shadow of the Colossus, Street Fighter 3, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Double Agent, Clock Tower. So they all work very well on the PS2 emulator, but the problem is with this particular game, Hitman Contracts. Okay, that's it for the PS2 version of Hitman Contracts and how to enable the free camera on that version. Now I will just turn off the DualShock 3 controller by holding down the PS button for a few seconds. And now let's talk about the PC version, how to try to enable the free cam there. And let me show you one thing first. I have Hitman 2 Silent Assassin installed, the PC version, and I can easily access the free cam of Hitman 2 Silent Assassin. I had made a video about that on how to enable the free cam in the Hitman 2 Silent Assassin, and I thought maybe the same method could work in the Hitman Contracts as well, but unfortunately it did not. So here's the line to activate the free camera in Hitman 2 Silent Assassin. I tried the same lines in the Hitman Contracts.ini, but they did not work. So here's the Hitman Contracts PC version, and as you can see here, I have the same lines, but they are not working. Let's just run the Hitman Contracts, and I want to share one more thing with you. Let's go to the very same mission, Lee Home Assassination, and if I press the tilde key, which is below the escape key on my keyboard, and type IP_debug space 1, press enter. Now I am in the debug mode of the game, but I cannot use much of the debug codes because I don't know what they are. So if I press the tilde key once again and type help, nothing shows up. If I type commands, nothing shows up. But if I type any wrong command here, say this, then it says unknown command, use commands to display list, and I don't know how to display the list for all the commands. So if you can help with that, please let me know in the comment section. Furthermore, if I press the scroll lock key when the game is running, I'm presented with this menu, which is debug post filter screenshot. If I go to the debug, and here we can see fixed camera, free camera 2. If we press enter, we change this. So even if we choose free camera, then press the escape key and try using the arrow keys or the K key, nothing is happening. So that's all my findings about the Hitman Contracts PC version and the free camera. Let's work on it together, and maybe we can try the cheat engine to create a script for the free camera, just like someone did with the Hitman Absolution version. Let's hope for the best, and that's it for today's video. If you like today's video, make sure you subscribe to Irrational Gamer.